Hey guys, so this is the third video that I'm going to be talking about the long run and the final video. It is also the next installment in the Become a Better Runner series. In one video I talked about what exactly the long run is, how fast you should go, how long you should go, some of the different variations. In another video I talked about the 7 additional benefits to running the long run on top of the benefits that I already talked about in building your aerobic base. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things you need to know when running the long run that I wish I knew before I started. So we're going to go into just a random topic of the things you need to know about the long run that I wish I knew when I first started the long run, because they're important to get the best out of your long run. They're the most important to not getting screwed over during your long run. Because trust me, I've been screwed over a couple times and I wish I knew all these things before it happened. The first thing, of course, is the weather. Always pay attention to the weather. Trust me, you don't want to go out there for a nice 2-hour run in the blistering sun without being prepared for it. First of all, I've been sunburnt almost too many times running because I'm stubborn, and it used to be very rare for me to put sunscreen on, but now I put it on all the time, every time it's sunny. Another thing is hydration. Make sure A, before you go for your run, you're nice and hydrated, and B, maybe bring water with you. I personally don't like to carry water with me on my long runs. A lot of my long runs are higher intensity, but I do make sure that I'm always looping where I either stash water, maybe even make my loop back towards my house, maybe set my car up somewhere with a little cooler in it that has water in it. Have water available, because the last thing you want is to be super dehydrated on your run. Then you'll start running slower. You might have to stop. If you're 10 kilometers away from anywhere with water, that's not going to be a very fun 10 kilometers. You know, you might have to walk that, which could take up to 2 hours, especially on tired legs. So stay hydrated and pay attention to the weather. Another thing that I suggest is about fueling. Don't eat too much before a run. Trust me, the last thing you want to do is have a full stomach when you go for a long run. Just don't do it. I strongly advise against it. What I would do is maybe have like a banana or like a Nutri-Grain bar or something high carb that's gonna sit nicely in your stomach, that's not gonna bounce around. That is what I would suggest before, and maybe even have like a Gatorade or something that's going to give you sugar and electrolytes. During your run, there's also stuff like you could bring like those little goos with you, which are great for just restoring your glycogen levels on longer runs, which will stop you from bonking and stuff. And a lot of people even use them during races. Even some marathons have stations with those that you could pick one up and eat it on the go. So of course, they're great for stopping you from bonking on long runs. So as an extension of fueling, what happens when you fuel too much? You might have to go to the bathroom. So trust me, before you go for a long run, I would suggest use the washroom at all costs. It'll just save you a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Oh my God, I'm about 7 kilometers away from the house. I've been walking so long that my hair is dry. If I run another step, things might start happening down there that I don't want to talk about. This is going to be a long journey. Oh boy. This goes into my next thing to know, is just plan your route. Plan those washrooms. Plan your water breaks. Sometimes it's okay to go out and wing it, but you don't want to go out 15 kilometers only to find out that your ankle's injured. You want to plan your route. You always want to plan it where sometimes you're navigating close to a stop, maybe your car's somewhere, maybe your home. You don't have to go right by your home, just go near it, so that if you do need to navigate around and use the washroom or go fuel up more or go get some water, it's an option. And the last thing I'll talk about in this section is chafing. When you do a long run, if you're wearing a shirt, even if you're not wearing a shirt, it's a lot of running, it's a lot of chafing. I personally chafe here and sometimes on the nipples if I'm wearing a loose shirt. There's a lot of anti-chafing options. I personally like to use Body Glide. It's just basically like a deodorant stick that you could just rub on. and it works great. But whatever you do, don't mistake it for deodorant. Things could go terribly wrong. I'm going on a date. I will not be late. I will smell great. Great, 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 great. If you find this video at all helpful, toss a comment down below, maybe smash the like button, and subscribe to my channel, because next week I'm going to be talking about tempo runs, which I know you guys are looking to start increasing your speed of your workouts, which that's going to be the time to do it. So for all you runners out there, run on, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.